Hey internet, hey YouTube, this is Nate, and welcome to a video. We're gonna have some Omega Strikers just going on in the background. I recorded this a little bit earlier today. Fun note, I actually made it into Platinum rank, so big hype for Platinum mode. I wasn't expecting, I was just kind of trying to grind out so I could get some of the new characters. And I got on a hot streak and end up in Platinum. So this is some Platinum gameplay. Here I am playing Dubu goalie. But anyway, I wanted to talk today a little bit about kind of where I'm at with the channel. I talked about it in some other videos, but kind of more in depth around why I switched from streaming on Twitch to streaming on YouTube. And now, having done that for almost 3 weeks now, I think I have a good idea on whether that was a success or not, and then path forward. So yeah, so we'll cover a little bit of history over the past couple of months. We'll cover a little bit of plans for the future, and then ultimately just kind of give my thoughts on where the channel's at and how I'm feeling about things right now. Nice, good job, Metal Ghost. Great goal there. Okay, so let's start with recent history, right? So I think everybody's aware now, I'm basically streaming full-time, or not full-time, I'm streaming exclusively via YouTube. So why am I doing that? Number one reason is extremely selfish. I mean, all the reasons are selfish, but number one reason extremely selfish is managing the two channels is just honestly very difficult. A lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. And at first it was fine, but I don't know, as I've been streaming more regularly, as work, you know, my normal job becomes more stressful. We got kittens. Like, there's all these things that have just kind of added extra stress. What I'm finding is that I'll do a stream and then I'll just sit on the videos for like 5 days, 6 days. I mean, there was probably like a good, almost like 8-day period where I didn't upload a single video, and I had like probably, I don't know, in that time 15-16 hours worth of footage, which, I mean, I typically record about an hour per game, so you think about that, it's like 15 videos, and I'm just sitting on them, not uploading them, because the idea of taking extra time apart from the streams and apart from my work and apart from doing stuff with the family was just kind of overwhelming to me, so I would just not do it, which is not great. And I mean, even during that time, Lara was also like super helpful. Oh, it killed me. Those dirtbags killed me and then scored. You know, Lara was super helpful. She was helping me do videos, but like it still was a slog, and I hated putting pressure on her to, like, you know, sit with me and do video stuff, upload videos, render them, create thumbnails. Like, that's not her thing. It's my thing, and I needed to kind of own that. So, long story short, super stressful, and I was trying to think of a solution, and the two options were basically don't upload streams at all to YouTube and just record like videos exclusively for the streams, or stop streaming on Twitch and stream on YouTube. And I'd been thinking about that for probably around 2 to 3 weeks and just didn't have a good solution. And then, wouldn't you know it, all of a sudden, all these huge criticisms of Twitch start coming out of the woodwork. I mean, number one, being really their decisions around advertising in the past like 2 or 3 months. It's gotten really bad. I mean, if you've been watching on Twitch and you're not a subscriber, basically going to a new channel effectively makes you watch something like 3 minutes of ads, unskippable ads, just to like get into a video, which is just way over the top, super obnoxious. And for me, where I'm like relatively small, you know, I only have like a few thousand followers and like 100 or so subscribers, that's super off-putting. And so most people will not investigate new channels because the barrier to entry is, before I even know if this guy is like worth watching, I literally have to sit and watch 3 minutes of ads. So barrier to entry is really high, and it just kind of puts off people from the channel. And from a philosophical perspective, it's just not a sustainable model. That's so much time you lose. So, you know, that's just, you know, getting into the stream in the first place. Then you have like a 3-minute, you know, mid-roll of ads. And in 3 minutes, like, that can be the climax of the game. That can be, you know, in the middle of an interesting topic and suddenly you're not able to follow. So just like a lot of like negativity, I feel, around how Twitch has decided to do advertising. And then to like kind of top it all off was their final, you know, we're going to standardize the split for subscriptions to 50-50 for every single creator, which to me is like it's fine, don't get me wrong, like I get it. I mean, I was at 50-50, so it didn't really affect me, but just in principle, this idea that, like, you know, Jeff Bezos angry at Twitch for not delivering the profits that he was expecting. I mean, I don't know that Jeffrey Bezos even cares about Twitch, but imagine that scenario, right? Like, he wants to get a new yacht and Twitch is holding him back. And so rather than, you know, come up with a better monetization model that improves the experience for viewers and for creators, instead it's just like take more money from the creators. Like, that's their go-to. And so again, given the stress I was already feeling, plus all of these decisions that Twitch is, oh man, that was an impressive shot, if I do say so myself. Given the stress I was already feeling, plus all of these changes, it just made sense for me to make a change, and the change being, you know, just start streaming on YouTube full-time. Or I keep saying full-time as if like I don't have another job. I like legitimately have another job, and that is my full-time job, and then I do this for fun as a hobby. Anyway, poor goalie. He like made a good play, but also made a bad play, and the bad play trumped the good play, and he got scored on. So that's why I did the switch. So what's happened since then? So obviously Twitch revenue is basically in the crapper, right? Like, I have some like 90 subscribers who I'm pretty sure they're all on just like auto renewal. If you're one of those people, like, feel free to cancel your subscription. If you want to like contribute something financially, there are other ways to do it than subscribing to a channel that's dead. So yeah, don't feel bad at all if you are one of those people and you want to cancel your channel or cancel your subscription. Like, feel free to do so. But yeah, otherwise Twitch is basically no longer a revenue stream. And so the question is YouTube making up for it? And I would say it's like close. It's probably slightly less overall if I combine Twitch and YouTube, slightly less overall. But what is happening, and this is what I appreciate, is it keeps the channel constantly having new content. And even if like right now that's not translating into like massive views, because I would say my views are they're pretty flat over the past like 2 months. A normal video for me will get, I would say, anywhere from like 1.5 to 2.5 thousand, with like some better videos maybe breaking that 2.5 thousand level, and then some videos getting less, like Omega Strikers videos, hence Omega Strikers in the background. Omega Strikers videos, or like, you know, some other, I don't know, other games that I try, like, often don't get as many videos, but views. But anyway, what it does do is just keep things more active. So there's more stuff through the channel, and it's all consolidated. And I've definitely seen that, like, how to say it? People that will watch one stream and then they'll watch some of my older videos, or they'll watch a couple streams in a row after the fact. So I get to see like all those metrics, and those all look really good. So although the total view count, I would say, is flat, or maybe slightly higher than the, you know, it's obviously higher than when I was not recording any videos, but only like slightly higher than like when I was like actively doing videos and Twitch. It's probably about that same level. The retention and general like people watching multiple videos in a row, that's increased a lot. And I think that that's just due to the fact that I am just putting out more content, right? What I did notice, though, is when I was only streaming live and I wasn't putting out any other videos, there was this massive, like, drop in views. And so I did an experiment yesterday. I put out a video kind of earlier before a stream. I'm gonna do the same with this one today, just to see how that counters that kind of like dip. And it made a massive difference. Like yesterday was one of my best days in a long time. And so what I'm gonna try to do is, you know, these videos don't take very long. Take me about 30 minutes maximum. Is when I have days so that I can, and it's not every day that I can. Weekends are obviously gonna be better, but some weekdays as well, if I can find time. Just sit and record, you know, silent gameplay with commentary or gameplay with commentary over the top that's more about a topic than anything else. Those could be guides, those could be tier lists, those could be, you know, different kinds of things. But something outside of just the streams on a regular basis, because I think that that combined with the streams is probably one of the healthiest models that I can have for the channel in terms of growth and sustaining and keeping people interested in the content. Because while I like just streaming, I definitely think there's something to having videos that are really like designed, or, you know, commentator videos like this one, where they're designed to kind of have a cohesive theme other than Nate play game. So planning to do more of these. Hope you guys enjoy them as I'm doing them. Let me know if that kind of balance makes sense for you guys. I'm always interested to hear feedback. I'll be honest, I don't always take that feedback because some of the feedback would really require me to like basically be full-time, and since that's not really feasible for me, I have to kind of adapt. But anyway, and we're getting reamed by Daddy DLC over here. So yeah, so that's kind of the plan moving forward. Streams like almost every day, and then at least 3 or 4 times a week, a kind of standalone video that's either like a guide or commentary or you know, tier list or something like that. Last thing I want to talk about is, and I made an announcement about this. On YouTube earlier, but on the like announcements, but just to put it in a video as well. Memberships I'm trying to do more with than I have in the past. Obviously that's the kind of trade-off for subscriptions, and the difference is like a Twitch membership, or sorry, a YouTube membership does not remove ads. You still have ads, so you have to incentivize it in a different way. And the way that I'm trying to incentivize it is by having members have more control over like some types of content that are exclusive for them. So just put out my first members exclusive stream last week. Planning to do another one next week. And those streams, this last one I chose because I wanted to kind of kick things off, and I wasn't sure how many members I'd have by the time I did it, given that I had just made the change. But for future videos, and I'm planning to do one at least twice a month, those streams are suggested and voted on by the channel members. So that will go out actually tomorrow, is that poll. I've got like 4 or 5 different ideas, some that were suggested in the suggestion video and some that are just kind of my own ideas. And then, yeah, those will be exclusive streams. Of course, they're going to eventually land on the channel, but they will probably land as videos, not as like streams and so on. So that kind of be this like members only live stream experience. If you want to participate in that, like obviously, memberships are pretty easy in that regard. I am thinking of creating a new tier for $1 that is basically just accessing those streams live. So if that sounds interesting for you guys, then I am happy to like add that in. So that would mean like you wouldn't get all the emotes, you wouldn't get to participate in all of the member discussions, but you would be able to join and chat during those live streams. And that would be obviously a much less expensive membership. Honestly, I kind of hate the idea of tiered memberships, but at the same time, I think that's like the standard. So let me know if that like irritates you guys, but I think that's the plan that I'm going to execute. So two levels of memberships, those that get all the emotes, get to participate in all of the channel decision discussions and voting and things like that, and then just a lower tier for just being able to join and chat during the live streams. I've also appreciated, like, we've gotten a lot of super chats. To be frank, I did not know that was a thing. So appreciate people that have been super chatting and surprising me during the stream.
As always.
The last thing that I'm still looking for is an option for channel points. Some people have recommended this one that Ludwig put together that somehow has channel points, but I guess they're also like, it's limited in who can join it. I don't know. I need to look it up more. But I'm looking at different options. There was like a Discord bot that maybe did it, because I really like the chicken butts, and I miss the chicken butts. I miss the sounds. I miss a lot of that stuff. I don't know how much of that I can bring over to YouTube, but I certainly would like to try to bring over as much as I can to keep that, because I really like that. I really like that kind of like engagement as well. It's fun for me. I think it's fun for chat, and I've been missing it a little bit. Probably the biggest thing that I've been missing from the YouTube streams. Last point as well, given that the chat for YouTube is actually displayed on the right, and I think you've seen this before, just to clean up the interface, I am not going to display chat on the screen. I think that's a good longevity-based decision. It definitely makes the stream look cleaner, and then you can always read like what was the live chat on the side if you're interested. Anything else with the channel? Not too much in terms of games. I'm still planning. I mean, I'm still looking for games. Like I found Weird RPG, which is probably going to be maybe like 2 more streams worth. Just from what I've heard about the amount of content, I think we're actually like fairly close to finishing the game. And then maybe we can do some like challenge mode stuff. But in general, I see that kind of lasting for maybe another, 2 or 3 streams. Vampire Survivors, I've mentioned this before, but gonna do the big, big live stream on the 20th. I do need to officially get that day off from work, so I'm working on that part of it. But the plan is that to do like a full day stream. And full day for me means like 12 hours, 14 hours, depending on how long it takes. I will say I don't know what new content and new unlockables are gonna like get added. And I don't know how difficult those criteria will be. If we just base it off of like what's in the game right now, my estimate is between 12 and 13 hours to unlock everything without using codes. So we'll see what changes with the full release. But that's my expectation. If it ends up going longer, we might have to do it in 2 parts. The long part and then a follow-up the next night. But I'm hoping to do it in 1 stream. So I'd love to have you guys join that. I think that'll be a lot of fun and kind of a nice send-off. Or not send off, but kind of a nice little release stream kind of thing for Vampire Survivors. And then the clones. Rogue Genesia, I'm going to kind of hold off until there's more updates. I might play some more Bounty of One and Brotato. In particular, Brotato I've been really enjoying, more than I thought. In fact, if I were to give it a score now, I definitely would increase the score. I think I didn't play it enough. And now that I've been spending more time with it, I think I like it a lot more. And then in terms of tier lists, I'm planning to do some character tier lists from the different games, just for fun. So those should be coming throughout the week at general intervals, maybe 1 every other day or so. And I think that basically covers it of what I wanted to talk about today. Just to say, really again, appreciate the support. Really appreciate people that have been joining the streams. I've had a lot of fun, still having a lot of fun. Hope you guys are enjoying it as well. And with that, I'll leave you to some final gameplay here of me as Estelle in Omega Strikers at Platinum rank. I'm hanging with the big boys now. And I will see you next time. See you later.
You'll have to do better than that to compete with me.
I am the deadliest rose.